question is, really in my mind, do you ever have queens? No, you don't. You don't ever have queens. You might have the same hand. Huh? You think it's a coin flip? You sure? You sure?
Could give some information.
I don't believe you that it's coin flip. 40. Okay. I show, you show? Okay. I fold.
Ace king.
Huh? Oh! I never thought he had that in a million years.
There's no tape in the camera.
Yeah. Coin flip.
Wow.
Charlie with ace-10 suited. He's bound to play this. So tell you what, Joe, we're going to play it from his perspective. We're going to sweat with Charlie.
I'll do it.
He's raised to 325. Re-raise.
Oh, you're getting some of the Faraz treatment.
Yeah, I'm getting got.
What happened?
Sometimes you just get punished.
Can't let him get two in a row. Don't want him to have too much confidence.
It's been folded. Back around to Charlie.
How much you playing?
So, on the one hand, Faraz has been playing pretty snug. On the other hand, Charlie's been pretty active. On the other hand, ace-10 suited can flop the nuts like 4 different ways.
Charlie calls, heads up to the flop with more than 2,300 in the pot. Charlie has flopped top pair and a straight draw.
I am all for checking to the razor.
Check.
Any c-bet from Faraz?
Be pretty weird if he didn't.
1,100?
1,100 euros.
I think there's nothing we can really do here but call, hope we have the best hand, maybe improve to a straight.
Charlie does call. Turn card is the 6 of hearts. Puts a second flush draw out there. Faraz bets again, 2,800.
Same thing, different street.
Charlie calls. We're going to the river with more than 10 grand in the pot. The river is the 7 of spades. That puts a potential flush out there.
And we've still got no choice but to check, see what Faraz does, and reevaluate.
There's the check.
Go, man. I had the best hand.
Faraz moves all in. 7,705 euros.
Other than when he got dressed today, Faraz hasn't gotten out of line all day. So if he is bluffing here, I say just let him.
Oh, first triangle play.
Yeah, they were hoping for an all-in and call. I kind of hate to disappoint.
You have the control here, Charlie.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Can't let us all down.
Got
Good pair?
Got the old ace-10 of clubs. Yeah, the classic. It's gonna take a couple of minutes.
Couple minutes?
Couple of minutes.
Charlie, this is a cash game. Nobody got no time for that.
Let's see, we got
Make a damn
He has to fly out tonight. Like, what is this? Come on.
to do.
What's it gonna be, Chucky?
Oh, is this confident for us trying to look nervous? Is that what's going on? I feel like that's what's going on.
Maybe. I think Liv's been beckoned.
Ah, she's going to check in with Maria.
James, what does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sigh.
All right, I'm gonna go for it. Bluff. Value bet. Smile to value bet. That's good news.
What is he doing?
The Charlie breakdown
Bluff.
of personnel is the funniest thing to watch.
Bluff. Bluff. Bluff.
Oh, that's interesting.
Bluff. Oh, this looks so dumb when you're wrong.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. You don't have a boyfriend.
Bluff.
Charlie calls. Faraz has got it.
Oh, he got me.
Good job, Charlie. Way to break that down.
I had no idea what's going on.
So did all that stuff help or hurt by the end of it?
It's all the same.
It's a great breakdown, and Charlie is very good at reading people. That's all just. For everybody watching, I want you to understand the one person that you should not try to bluff is Charlie, because he's going to break down every thought that you may have. And
Rats.
there's a chance he could be wrong at the end.
Sometimes you're wrong.
Sometimes you're wrong.
Queen 10 suited for Tommy. Matt Berkey defends his big blind with 9s.
Yeah, super strong hand to have here. But of course, super deep stack. Just a quick call. Ooh, daddy. And Nguyen has the spades.
Unbelievable. It's the second time this has happened in about 4 hands.
Now this is going to be pretty interesting because, you know, oftentimes on boards where the aggressor flops a you know, sort of a flush draw, the other opponent would have a set. You could really see the opponent kind of barrel off, but on a paired ace-ace board, you know, Nguyen isn't necessarily always going to blast away. He's never going to expect, you know, Berkey to fold an ace, especially with how sticky, you know, Matt is. He's not really going to fold a 9 on a lot of turns. So I wonder if Nguyen is going to elect to, and of course, big Berkey with the raise. Love this.
Yeah, C-bet of 17K from Tommy Nguyen. Matt Berkey check raises to 60K with a full house.
Yeah, I think this is a great texture and great situation to do this. It's going to happen.
So Nguyen with 2% equity needs running cards to make a straight or royal flush.
Great little bit brick for Berkey because it actually gives Nguyen more equity. But the question is, because Berkey is going to think more often than not, Nguyen is going to have an ace than a flush draw, Berkey might go on the bigger side. Ooh, interesting. Okay. You know, I'm not going to try predicting what Berkey's going to do because he's, you know, he's on his own island. I'm telling you. But if I were to try to analyze it, I mean, you know, that would be a scary card from the, you know, if Berkey was check raising and, you know, raggy ace doesn't want to necessarily go broke. But of course, we know he's loaded and he is inducing the bluff, drawing dead.
Nguyen makes it 85,000.
Now, I would not expect a check raise from Berkey. But I'm only saying that just so that he can prove me wrong. Because I would love for that to happen. Looks like he's counting out calling chips.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
So Nguyen thinks he just got there.
And Berkey has just about pot behind. So what do you do if you're Nguyen's shoes here? You should expect to see a Berkey check.
He does check. Do you think Nguyen's going to shove on him?
I think there is a realm where he actually just bets something like between 160 and maybe 240. And then maybe makes a ridiculous hero fold if he gets shoved on. But Berkey's not always shoving on this run out. Of course, we see that Nguyen has a flush. But Nguyen also has ace-king here a lot, ace-jack. So I think that Berkey might just call this bet. Because he also knows that Nguyen should fold some flushes when he checks shove. So I think Matt's probably just going to call.
Good news for you, I beat nothing.
Nice. Wrong.
Bad news for me is I have a really good hand.
It's a bad river for you then, huh?
What's that?
A bad river for you to hero call then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, at best case scenario, I'm definitely gonna need time banks.
So Berkey's actually considering folding
Use
here.
away,
This
my
is what we
friend.
were talking about here is that, you know, because of the line Nguyen is taking here, when Nguyen gets check raised on the ace-ace-9 and then continues and bets the king, Nguyen is trying to say, you know, I have ace-jack, ace-queen, ace-king. So Berkey's losing to ace-king. And then the jack comes in
That size where I might be able to
of
just
spades. So if
be a
Nguyen did have
hero.
ace-queen, he wouldn't be betting the jack. So he should have a full house here, a lot. And Berkey has the worst full house. And he's folding.
Wow. He folds the best hand.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Tommy. I gotta pay you off, bro. I like to sleep good at night.
And
I'm gonna just have
Tom
to give you that
realizes that he
165 and
is
just show me the ace jack.
really very lucky here that he had happened to have one of the only two value bets.
What?
Loeser in the small blind with 6 deuce. Loeser just calls. And Ryan Riess checks his option with 10 deuce. Well, Riess is open-ended on the flop. Action goes check, check. Board pairs on the turn.
I won't be surprised to see Loeser check here again and look to go for a delayed bluff on the river. It's super interesting if Loeser bets, because you would imagine that pre-flop he shoves pretty much every queen, every king, every ace. So unless he's trapping with a jack, man, honestly, I know this sounds crazy to say, but Ryan Riess with 10 high might be pretty suspicious of this all in. This would be one of the most insane calls we've ever seen on an EBT final table to call with 10 high, but honestly, I don't think it'd be the craziest one. He might be able to work this out, that his opponent's never doing this with an ace high, king high, doesn't have them pre-flop. A lot of the time he's going to have these delayed bluffs. Can he make a wild call with the 10 deuce? He is definitely thinking about it.
7-2.
Looks like he might only have one more time bank left.
Have you ever found yourself in an MTT, Finton, where you've called all in with 10 high and been right?
Definitely not on a final table, not even close. This would be one of the sickest calls ever. But it just doesn't make sense from the 6 deuce. Oh, what a call!
He calls all in with 10 high and will get the double up.
What a call!
The button.
Yeah, quite right.
So Katzenberger has called out of the small with king 10 of diamonds. Loeser with ace deuce of clubs in the big.
He's out of position with a hand that he probably would defend versus a more standard size open, but I wonder if he gets away from it because it's significantly larger. But with a player involved as well, there's additional value, there's additional dead money.
Yeah, he's getting some really fantastic pot odds right now.
Yep, quite right.
So Loeser calls as well. 3-way to the flop, which is 6-4 deuce.
A little bit of nothing for everyone.
Just a little more nothing for Loeser.
Had the best hand pre, has the best hand post.
Checks around to Grieco is going to have a real hard time repping anything on this board, especially with the huge pre-flop raise.
Nicola continues into 2 opponents.
He don't care.
275,000 fold from Katzenberger.
Are we going to see a 6 street bluff here?
Oh, nice. Where'd she have a baby?
Loeser calls, and we're going heads up to the turn. Which is the 8 of clubs. So the gut shot now for Grieco, and Loeser has improved to the nut flush draw to go with his pair of deuces. He's an 87% favorite here.
Good luck getting ace deuce of clubs to fold now.
Loeser checks a second time.
Whoa, how did we miss that? 500,000 bet and call. It happened in the blink of an eye.
Jack on the river.
Ooh, tough spot for 9-10 here. After putting in 2 barrels, you got to feel pretty bad about putting in a third one here.
And this pot is huge, 2.2 million. So Manik has checked for the 3rd street, and here it comes. He's going to empty the clip. Raised big pre. Continued the flop, fired the turn. Now remember, those black chips are worth 100K each. The greens are the 25Ks.
I just have a feeling this story is not super convincing.
I mean, this is a bet of 1.2 million, more than half pot.
It's a huge bet, but that pre-flop raise.
I think you might be bluffing.
Oh, goodness.
Hear that?
No.
He says no.
He says no.
Well, because maybe otherwise you can't win the hand. As in, if you check your ace king, you probably can't win, right?
I mean, I wonder if his...
I think you might have ace king.
No.
I wonder if his speech here might betray him. He said no so quickly.
Yeah.
No, you're bluffing.
Manik Loeser is a really strong player who makes some really strong reads.
I think Joe's impression just then was pretty much spot on what I heard.
Oh, he looks so uncomfortable.
Oh, he really doesn't like it. He's breathing heavy now. Oh, I think he... I mean, what a big call.
He hasn't made the call yet.
I almost feel like you can sort of get a read off somebody from throwing in the time bank card, too.
Yeah. I think those are time bank cards. Well invested, though.
Every time he reaches for chips, I'd be jumping out of my chair right now.
Going to get 5 more time bank cards tomorrow.
I mean, this bet is so polarizing, right? I mean, it's going to be 2 pair plus or it's going to be air.
It's just a classic case of why so serious. How are you going to have 2 pair plus here when you raise that big pre-flop?
Exactly.
Oh,
man, it
folds.
works.
His instincts were right.
And he shows it.
It's good, the screen. Nothing.
Wow.
0.
Big torture. Big torture.
Big. His queen is not good. I don't have enough.
Manik Loeser.
Before now, because later television.
He was onto him. He was right. Didn't go with his gut, didn't go with his read, and Nicola Grieco increases his chip lead up to 7.16 million, nearly 120 big blinds.
The quintuple barrel bluff gets through.
That's poker, my friend.
And the rub down. He gets the rub down as well. Gets told that's poker, my friend.
You should probably, tell Manik Loeser what poker is.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome poker content. And check out this video. The YouTube algorithm seems confident you'll like it.